Now, I tried to give a room a makeover in Bloxburg. Hello guys, it's K-Spade and welcome back to my channel. And as I said, I'm going to be giving a room a makeover in Bloxburg. But before we get straight on into this video, I do want to say I do have a Discord that you can join if you would like to be in a build battle or any of my videos in the future. It will be linked in the description below. But let's get straight on into this video. Now, I did have a inspo pick for this, but I truly went off with the colours. I don't really know what colours I was doing. I was doing a lot of colours, and as I just said went off with the colours. That kind of probably means that I went good with it. I generally didn't know what colours to use, so I used a bunch of different ones, but it still turned out pretty good in the end. And I did have to do a custom bed because I absolutely think that custom beds just make a room look 10 times more realistic. And this one is one I've never done before. It was kind of like an oval headboard kind of bed, as you can see on the screen. I did try and do it. It did kind of go well. I don't know if I'd ever do one again, as I did use a single bed and it was probably the best for a double bed. As you can see, I did have to use cubes to make the bed like obviously bigger. And this does remind me of when I did my building my in real life room. And I don't know if anyone else can relate to this, but do you know when you move your room around, do you build your room on Bloxburg first to see how it will look? Or do you just do it straight away? Because I generally feel like building your room to see how it will look on Bloxburg. Obviously, it won't be like exactly the same, but it will be pretty similar, as I am going to try and move my room around. So that does mean there may be a new updated, obviously, building my in real life room video. I think I have done 2 of those now, because obviously I've added a lot to my room, as I'm still obviously decorating it. Now, I feel as though this whole room was a bit too big. I did actually, I always do that. If you watch any of my videos, you will see I build something and I build it way too big because I feel like it's not, it's too small. You're just not going to fit everything in it. Rather, if it's too big, you can kind of fill up gaps. But this room was pretty bigger than I thought it was going to be. I did try and trim the wall down by 1 bit, but it didn't work, which you will see later in the video that I did try and do that because it did just feel too big, but in the end it did look pretty good. And I'm not even gonna lie, I don't even know how long I spent on this bed. This is sped up like times 16, so I probably spent a long time on it. And if you want a little fact, while I was building this, I did watch Shrek. If I'm late to this, I don't know. But yesterday I saw that they added all the Shreks back on. I think it's all of them, but most of them. And I've literally just binge watched them while I did this build. But it did obviously speed up the time. And I did actually really enjoy making this bed. The only problem I would say is I probably should have used a double, because it is kind of the same size as a double, even though I was trying to achieve a single. And in this house too, I actually used the new, I don't know what they're called, the new paneling that came with the new Valentine's update. I don't know if I used any Valentine stuff in this build. I don't think I did. I just know that I definitely used the new paneling, and I was stuck between that and another one of the wall trims, so I didn't really know which one to go for, but I did go with that one. Now, I have obviously seen and basically used everything in the Valentine's update, and personally, I do like it. I don't know when we're going to get our next update with other things too. Obviously, I would definitely say stack up on the Valentine's update stuff, because I don't know how long this one will be here for, because obviously we did have the Christmas one for like 2 months, so we had it throughout December, and we did have it through January. The Valentine's, because Valentine's is only like a 1 month kind of thing, it may only be here for 1 month, but I'm definitely not sure what we are going to get in the next update. It could even be a school, it could even be the map revamp, it could literally be anything. And I also saw that a lot of people were disappointed with the Valentine's update, just because they said it lacked a lot of stuff. Like, there wasn't a lot different. Like, obviously the different things they have added is like the ballet, obviously they've added like the whole town has changed, the center and stuff, and more items. But I think the main event things like the town rebap, the school, I think we're just having to wait for an actual update of revolving around them, rather than them adding it into the update later. Another thing is, so that I can talk more in these kind of voiceover speed builds, I would basically like you guys just put any advice you have in the comments that you would either like me to answer, or you could even put your own stories that I could read out on my channel. And I would generally read them out in my videos if you wanted to, but just put them in the comments and I will read them on my next voiceover build battle, whenever that will be. As like I said, my channel is a variety, so I do completely different things every single day, so you never know what I'm actually doing or what I'm actually going to post. And I don't know if anyone can relate, but you can't really see in this video because it is sped up, but every time I wanted to delete something, I would pick up the item and drag it in the corner. Now, if you don't know what that means I have been playing too much Sims and I've been building a lot in the Sims, and I've got used to that so much that when it comes to Bloxburg, I've been grabbing things and dragging them in the corner to delete them when that is not how you delete them. So if you see that a lot of times, which I have already, then that is why. So I have completely finished the build and we are now obviously going to Tori. Now, if you're wondering what this box on the side is, this is what the build was like before I obviously revamped it kind of thing, give it a makeover. But over here we have a little seating area with some books, we have a vanity over here, and we have a wardrobe, and we also have the bed, which turned out pretty good. And we obviously have the bedside table with the shelves, and we also have like this little vase and plant area. And I really like how this turned out. It does look quite realistic. I probably should have gone in first person mode for this, but I am very happy with the build, and I probably would have added more windows. I don't know why I just added 2, but I like this build a lot. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy this video, then please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. And I've linked my TikTok, my Instagram, and my Discord on the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and goodbye!